Our next talk will be given by Yolanda Dube from Zimbabwe, representing Lehigh University.
Thank you. Makes me feel less nervous. You're too dark. If only you were lighter, you'd be prettier. How did you have such a light-skinned baby when you're so dark? You're going to have to get a light-skinned husband for the sake of your children. You may have uttered these words, or they may have been directed to you, but I'm sure all of us have heard these comments said. I have lived this life and this reality for most of my life as a dark-skinned African woman. And I am certain there are people in this room who can share the same sentiments. At this point, some of you are wondering, why am I speaking about a topic that seems unrelated to empowerment in business and entrepreneurship? I believe we tend to confine women and girls' empowerment to things such as equal access to education, job opportunities, and access to mainstream economies. All the above are extremely important. However, I believe the core and foundation of women's empowerment must begin from a place of self-acceptance and self-worth. We have a crisis on our continent, one related to an issue that seems trivial, but conceals a deep shame, a complex about skin color. It is called colorism, the discrimination or prejudice of an individual based on their skin tone, usually occurring amongst people of the same ethnic group or race. It has become so normalized and systematic that we don't even see anything wrong with it. Skin tone has become a thing to obsess about, to the extent that an entire industry has capitalized on this. The skin lightening industry is worth over $10 billion in Africa alone, with some of the biggest markets being Nigeria, South Africa, Togo, and Mali, and a host of many other African countries. Perhaps you don't understand the magnitude of this issue. Perhaps it doesn't resonate with you. But it is important to understand that if you are told something over and over again, you start to believe it. Seemingly innocent words manifest into negative thoughts about oneself. Before you know it, one begins to believe that. And what you think becomes your character and your reality. You see, as a child, I knew from a young age that within my own Black community, there is a value that is ascribed to an individual based on their skin color. The lighter you are, the better you're considered to be. Everything around you, from family, society, and even the media, reinforces that you're intelligent, beautiful, and capable. For the dark-skinned individual, the message that is echoed is the polar opposite. I have struggled with this issue of colorism for the majority of my life. 2 years ago, it would have been impossible for me to stand here and speak my mind before you. My self-esteem had hit rock bottom because of cruel and nasty things that had been said to me about my skin color from childhood. I absorbed these comments like a sponge, and they stuck with me well into adulthood. It was only when I realized that true empowerment starts from within that I began my self-acceptance journey. I made a firm decision to start teaching myself to love and appreciate me, something I had never done before. It's still a daily process of undoing old habits of self-criticism. However, this journey has made me realize that true empowerment is holistic. It deals with the mindset of a person before it addresses all other physical needs. My dream is that every little girl should know that they are beautiful and they have a special gift to offer the world. through their intellect and talent. No one should ever have to be judged by their physical trait, which they have no control over. To each and every one of us in this room, when all is taken away from us, your job title, your education, your social status, all that remains is the fact that you're a human being. And you have the power to either build or destroy another person, not with weapons of warfare, but with your words. If you want to empower a girl, do so by planting seeds of self-worth and value through positive words. It is these words that will become positive thoughts and a healthy self-esteem, which will bring about a generation of women who will truly be empowered both internally and externally. Black woman, you are enough. Black woman, you are beautiful. Love the skin you're in and help a fellow sister to do the same, because this is the beginning of empowerment.